LDMMAC. It is your boy, the Coach. You're live on the Coach Show, live. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and report on Cain Velasquez and his situation. So a judge has finally come to an agreement, or he's come to a verdict, and Cain Velasquez, he gave Cain Velasquez 5 years for the attempted murder of a pedophile that sexually assaulted one of his female relatives. Okay? I forgot if it was his daughter or if it was his niece, but one of Cain Velasquez's female relatives, Cain Velasquez, got 5 years. Now, Cain is also going to get, time for time served. I think he spent, I think they said something to the count of 1,283 days time served. So that means that Cain Velasquez, they said that he'll probably end up doing about 2 years or less in jail. Probably end up doing about 2 years or less in jail. That's what the article said. The thing is this, okay? I know people are saying that Cain Velasquez should have kept his composure. Cain Velasquez should have did this. He should have did that. Let me tell some of you people that's sitting here, okay? Some of you woke people that's sitting here and you running your damn mouth. If that was your daughter, what would you have done? Because see, Cain Velasquez, he's a man first. I'm a man first. My daughter, I can tell you now, I would have done the exact same thing that Cain Velasquez would have did. And I think many grown men would have done the exact same thing when it comes to their daughters or sons. We're going to want vengeance. See, the thing is, I don't trust the law to do anything. I don't trust them to make the right decisions when it comes to my kid. I don't trust them to make the right decisions. And the law, they don't do that. The letter of the law, they don't do it. And that's the damn problem. That's the damn problem if y'all want to know. This guy was able, the guy that did this, he was able to make bail. Did y'all know that? He was able to actually have bail. And it pissed Cain Velasquez off like, wait a minute, how's this guy able to get bail? And Cain Velasquez tried to end his life. And you know what? I don't blame him. I don't blame Cain Velasquez for the actions he took. Like, how is somebody, and they already know for a fact that the guy did it. Okay? Like, it's no innocent until proven guilty. He was guilty. They already had evidence, and he was still allowed to make bail. Like, how does that happen? But see, we got so many of the woke liberals that are sitting there, and they want to give people all these chances, and they believe everybody can be rehabilitated. They just believe in everybody. Everybody can make a change and do this. When you got a guy that's out here molesting and hurting kids, there's no coming back from that. That's the one unforgivable sin that as an adult, a grown man, grown woman, there's no coming back from that. You can't come back. You can't make that right. How do you make that right? How do you do it? Because the kid is still traumatized. The kid is still traumatized. It don't matter. The kid life is messed up. Whether you slice and dice, that kid is going to have problems for the rest of their life. There's no coming back from that. None. Cain Velasquez, to me, did the right thing as a man. I'd have did the exact same thing if it was my daughter. I'd have did the exact same thing. And Cain Cain took a .40 caliber and tried to do the deed. He tried to do the deed. I mean, and if y'all notice that Cain Velasquez, his face been smeared all over the media. Why is the media not smearing this pedophile's face all over their platforms? Why are they not doing it? Why are they not smearing this pedophile? You see Cain Velasquez here in the suit. When they talk about the case and about what happened to Cain Velasquez, female family member, the guy that did it, his face isn't smeared all across social media. Guys, y'all know this country that we live in. Okay? You have lawmakers, politicians up there right now. And you know that they're trying to lower the age of consent. The age of consent used to be 18 in most places. They got that lowered to 16. Age of consent now is 16. You have lawmakers that's trying to lower the age of consent to 14. And there are some lawmakers that want to lower the age of consent to 12. I want y'all to think about that. You let that shit sink in. It's mofos up there right now, okay, in Congress They want to lower the age of consent to 12 to 14. Are you serious? See, if you'd have asked all of us 20 years ago, some of the stuff that we're looking at now, would we believe it? You probably say no. Okay, you probably say no. But there are lawmakers up there that are trying to get the age of consent down to 12 to 14 years old. Folks, a 12 to 14-year-old, what good decisions do they make? They never make a damn good decision. How can they consent to anything adult when they don't think like adults? How can a 12 to 14-year-old young person, okay, consent to anything adult when they're so damn immature? Half these kids, they can't even wipe their own ass right. And you want them to make a decision, an adult decision? No. The problem is you got a lot of these pettios that's sitting up there in Congress. And that's what they think about. They sitting up there. They're trying to make these laws and they co-sign much of this stuff. But these are the people that you're voting for. These are the people that you're voting for. And it's becoming more and more prevalent now that these lawmakers, they want to lower the age of consent. These are the guys that are getting caught overseas with these young girls. That's who we're talking about. These are the guys overseas. And, women sometimes do it too, but it's mostly dusty grown men trying to get these young girls. Because these young girls, you can manipulate them. And you can tell them what you want to tell them, and they'll go for it because they don't know no better. That's why. That's why they deal with them. I mean, it's crazy. And the fact that the guy even got bail, they know this guy guilty. This bastard was able to get bail. You guys let it sink in. Let it sink in. So a guy can go and do whatever he wants with your daughter. Get arrested, he can make bail. Because of the law. The law is the law. Like, folks, this is amazing. It's people even committing murders that they know they got the evidence, but they hadn't officially been proven guilty, and they get out on bail to go do the same thing. And y'all know that these child predators, they don't change, y'all. They get out and they do the exact same thing. They get out and they do the exact same thing. There's no coming back from this, okay, for them. It's just not. They're not going to have some life-changing alteration, man. These people, unfortunately, you can't help them. You can't. And your child in danger with these people out there. And everybody, they come off nice. They come off cool. They come off all of the above. They come off as great people. But a lot of them, they don't show their true face. And that's what it is. Cain Velasquez decided to take action. That's what he did. Cain Velasquez decided to take action. It's crazy. And I look at this and I think to myself, I just think, okay, Cain Velasquez would have killed this guy, right? If Cain would have taken his life, they probably would have tried to give this man life in prison or try to give him at least 20 years. They probably would have tried to give him at least 20 years. At least 20 years. And y'all know this guy, he's going to get a sentence. There are people in jail right now for tax evasion that's going to do more time than this guy. They can't even get bail. Let that sink in. You got people evading taxes that do more jail time than these guys hurting these children. And many of them can't even get bail. Hell, from what I hear, Diddy ain't hurt no kids. From what I hear. That man can't get bail. But a known child predator that sexually assault a kid and molest a kid can get bail. I want y'all to look at the direction that our country is turning. You look at the direction that it's turning. Save them. Everything is damn near the Wild Wild West. Everything's allowed. Everything's allowed. But I tell you what, though. When that guy go to jail, okay, you're going to have somebody in that jail. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to have somebody sitting in jail. And that person, they're going to be in there for life. They don't have nothing to lose. They don't care no more. They ain't going to never see their kids no more. They ain't going to never see their loved ones. But those people sitting in jail, they got kids. And they're going to feel some kind of way about a child predator just sitting up in there. They're going to feel some kind of way. And somebody, they're going to take it upon themselves to serve justice. The real justice. The justice that should have been served in the first place that Cain Velasquez tried to dish out. That justice. And you're going to have somebody come to my comment section probably and say something like, well, Cain got to do everything by the law. And see, these are the people you better watch around your kids. These are the people talking about Cain should have followed the law. And Cain should have just, let the police do their job. And Cain shouldn't have reacted. Cain should have hit innocent. He could have hit innocent people with a bullet. These are the people you need to worry about. You need to worry about these people around kids because they probably believe the same thing that the guy that did this horrific act, they probably believe the same thing that he did. But at least the MMA community, majority of us, is standing with Cain Velasquez. Isn't it funny how Donald Trump can pardon all these people that attacked the Capitol, right? Said those are good people. Isn't it funny how Donald Trump won't pardon this, though, right? Ain't gonna pardon this. But he'll pardon people that attacked the Capitol, but he won't pardon the guy. He won't pardon the guy that tried to get a child predator off the streets.